Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you for sticking around and joining us here this evening. We're getting right back here, starting in a couple minutes as the scraper tractors work their way back onto the track here. But first off, we're going to take a little moment here, as this will be about the window we did it here, but we're going to do it right before we get things started. Again, U.S. Army got the tent set up out here, one of our great sponsors, and help us out throughout the year, and a great opportunity to do a little Q&A time and have some fun here. So first off, introduce yourself and talk about how you're enjoying the fair and the show here so far. Obviously, haven't gotten underway quite yet tonight, but how you're enjoying your time here at the fair this week.
I'm enjoying it really much. It's a lot of fun. I was here last year, last year all week long, this week all by myself, and I enjoy it a lot. Like, I very much appreciate you guys letting me come out here and talk and have a blast with you guys.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit about how you got started, what made you want to join the Army, and where you rank and what are the different things you do and some of your duties and responsibilities. And thank you again for your service to the country as well. Talk a little bit about your journey.
Yeah, no problem. My name is Staff Sergeant Hawkinson. I'm an E6. I've been in for about 6 years now. The reason I joined is because of my family. I had 2 kids. I was married, and I just kind of wanted a fresh start. Like, we got tired of just chilling out. We just wanted to do something. The Army gave me that opportunity, and I kind of took it from there. My responsibilities when I was at the 82nd Airborne Division at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, I'm an airborne infantryman. So it's my job to perform jumps, teach young soldiers how to properly exit aircraft and how to operate a 50 caliber machine gun, because that's what I was. So.
Awesome. That's really, really cool. And so obviously you started your journey. What would you, to the young boy, young girl out there, whoever that is interested in joining the Army, or someone that may not be thinking about it but might, what would your pitch be? You know, you kind of talked about why you joined. What would your pitch be to someone that's maybe interested in joining?
The one thing I kind of go after is try to do, look at it as a career opportunity. It's not what you can do for the Army, it's what the Army can do for you. We have great college benefits, just like all the other branches, but at the same time, all of our jobs and their jobs are a little bit different. Try to venture out, try to do something that you don't think you can do, but give it a shot and see what happens. That's kind of what I would do.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming up here and joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up, Sergeant Hawkinson here with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause and thank you for your service to this country. Thank you so much for being up here on stage. We appreciate your support all season long. All right, again, appreciate your patience here with ladies and gentlemen. Great to see so many of you sticking around. We're getting right back underway. So rule is here, since we had such a big delay and we hardly got into the class, we're going to be doing a full reset here, restarting. We only actually had 2 official hooks in the Super Farm class. So this is a full reset, restarting here with a new test puller, new conditions, new time here. Jody Shandorf's going to get us started out of Dorr, Michigan. This is a 9,300-pound Super Farm class here, back ready to go. Risky Business, the 2022 John Deere 4320. He will now be the test puller as we've reset the whole show here tonight. 13, well, it's going to be 12 Super Farms now. Unfortunately, lost one there in that beginning part. Brandon Height did burn a piston on his run here before the delay, so he will unfortunately not be able to come back around. But we will have 12 hooks here this evening on the Super Farm class to get us started. Jody Shandorf and Risky Business will be up first. All right, looks like we're all set and ready to go. We should see the green lights go on the sled here and green flags fly. Jody Shaendorf and Risky Business team acquired this John Deere here in the off-season. First year campaigning. This tractor has done a really nice year campaigning on the Grand National Circuit and also making appearances on the Regional National Circuit as well. Really good run down there in that 330 plus foot range. Good pass, almost underneath the Charger at the far end. Give it up for Jody Shaendorf and Risky Business. Really good pass to get things started here. .435, but he's going to turn that down. Turns down the run of 324.435. He'll play at the bottom of the class. Turns down 324.435. So sled setting's good, but he thinks he can do better. They're getting underneath the turbo just a little bit at the end and turns down that run of 324.435. Up next, maybe a slight partiality towards this tractor here. It's my dad, Kevin McNall, up next here on the Green Energy Go Green John Deere 7830. The winner of the Super Farm class last night, trying to sweep the two-night event here. Up next onto the track. Last night was his first NTPA win on the season, first since last year over in Allegan, Michigan, just over a year ago. So great to get a win. Everything finally starting to come together on this tractor. Former Region 2 points champion as well. Lining up there right about center, maybe just left to center here to set the mark to be in the class. He will also come back around and make a second appearance as well in the Superstock Combo class here at the tail end of the night. Gets about as many hooks as anyone throughout the course of the season. Runs in the TTPA, the West Michigan Polar Circuit, and on the NTPA circuit as well. So we'll get him set up here. We'll get the green lights out. Green flags fly for Kevin McNall in Green Energy. Go Green, John Deere. Gets underneath the Charger at the far end, but a really nice pass there for Kevin McNall. We'll see where the mark to beat is. There is no woohoos. I have no idea where this will end up, so I can't be starting to gloat already. I'm just kidding. We'll see. Waiting on that distance, though, here from the laser measurement. Gets underneath the Charger. That sound you heard there towards the end is the RPMs there getting lower and lower and lower. It gets to a point where the turbocharger can't sustain the boost it provides for the motor when you get down below that 2100, 2000 RPM range and down into even the 1900 RPM range there. So the turbocharger can't hang on and provide the boost to the motor. Thus, you kind of hear that sound, kind of the turbo gives out. Snuffing the turbocharger is the sound you hear. The distance on that run, 341.260 for Kevin. 341.260. That'll be the mark to beat in the class. All right, we'll continue to dive in here. Up next, Dan Hartman, Resurrected out of Malinta, Ohio. Here up next, the 1972 IH 1466, first-year Super Farm competitor here up next. Running on the Region 2 circuit, has 40-plus years of foaling experience, just now diving into Super Farm. Spent many of years running mini rods, similar to what you saw last night, but on a smaller scale. Ran in the Tri-State Mini Rod division in the Michigan, Ohio, Indiana area for multiple years and won many championships doing that. This is his first time jumping up and now running on big chassis, big Super Farm here. Now has done a nice job campaigning this season out of Ohio. Dan Hartman and Resurrected, the International 1466 up next.